Hey everybody, thanks for joining me here at PowerModz today. SLP sent me a set of doors to install on my RZR, my 900 XP. Now you're going to want to see how that's done. These are the nice doors here, powder coated frames. Kind of a plastic panel on the side here, so you're going to like that because when you have a tendency to hit things, it's not going to leave a big dent on the door. And that's good. With the aluminum doors, you hit them, leaves a dent, look kind of nasty. That won't happen with these ones. This came with nets on the side, and honestly, I took them off because they're just getting full of weeds and mud, and it was just a big nightmare. And driving without them is not a good thing, and every time you turn a corner, the mud just comes in and covers you. It's just a dirty thing. So I got to get these doors on. Very simple installation. I'm going to show you how to do it. SLP thinks everything. They sent the instructions. I don't always look at instructions, but today I am. Comes with an assembly list of everything that you need that should come in the package. Everything looks good. I have all my tools ready to go. You don't need very many. It's very easy. Let's do it. First thing you do, you got to pop out both seats. You want to undo your upper roll bar mount here. Pop that out. There's no nut on the bottom of this one. It's threaded into a weld nut on the bottom of the frame. Then you use your 17mm socket here on this other one with a wrench on the bottom. Just pop that out. Now you take your little handy hinge assembly here, install it into place. So pop in this top bolt first. It's more or less your adjustment bolt. You'll see how that works in a second. I'm just going to leave that loose to start. But you can fasten up these two bottom ones that you just took out. Oh, yeah, I'm all right. These doors are going to be great. Safe too. You got to have something on there to keep you from flying out or keep your limbs from flying out if you do happen to roll your RZR, right? All right. As you can see, we have the ability to adjust our door. And when your door goes on, it's got to have two little brass washers on these little posts here. Those are just simply for wear. And they supply this anti-seize compound. You're going to want to use that on there as well. This is pretty cool. And they're pretty lightweight as well. You don't want to be putting big heavy things on your RZR all the time. Now to get that on, just put the door at about 90 degrees here. Line up the hinges, pop it into place. You can see why we want that adjustment on here. We just have to find our happy spot, or our happy place, and position it right about there. Again, right about there. I'll just check our movement on there. Nothing's binding. Looks pretty good. Wow, nice. I'm going to install this latch assembly. Make sure you put a blue thread locker on there. If you don't, you know what it's like with these RZRs and UTVs. They vibrate a lot. And all these little nuts and bolts are going to start to come apart. Just put that into place. But don't tighten it up right off the bat because we need to mark where the striker plate goes on the front of the RZR. There we go. Nice. Now I got to pop this fender off. Right out of there. Now we're going to mark where that striker plate goes on the fender. You got to make sure that this latch, it's a double latching mechanism, is latched all the way down. You close it into place. You take your marker and you stick it through where that little striker plate's going to be, and you just draw yourself a little circle. It's more or less your template where you're going to mount that. There we go. You can see on here where it's got to go. But you got to make sure that it's in the middle of this fender. If it's off to the side, it's going to be too hard to get the nut on the back. So you got to make sure it's pretty much right in the middle of that. How easy is this? Now they tell you to start with a small drill bit first. Make your guide hole. Then follow it up with your big drill bit. Now this is a deburring tool. I use it on aluminum. You can call it a chamfering tool if you like. Just take it, you ream out the inside of this hole here. Now this is your little striker plate assembly. I want to put that in a position. Once you've got that striker plate in the position, you need to drill I'm just going to thread that one in place through that plastic. And I'll drill and put in the bottom one. There we go. Now it's a tight little fit in here to get this backing plate in behind, but you can do it. It's a good thing if you have a helper, like your son out here, maybe your daughter, get their little tiny hands in there to put it on, but I think I can manage it. All right, just gonna tighten up that backing striker plate, you might wanna call it. There we go. It's actually called a nader bolt. Anybody who didn't know that? Tighten that up. This is a 2-position latch, so when you close it, you got to make sure you hear 2 clicks. Then you tighten up your hinge assembly. I'm just putting a little bit of weight on this just to keep the door nice and sort of tensioned. That way it's not going to rattle on me when I'm running down the trail. I know that would drive me nuts. Well, that's nice. Now I just have to finish up the other side. Right on. Those are pretty nice looking doors. Now it's time for that fender to go back on. Let's see here. Well, these things are so easy to work on compared to Land Cruisers and all the big trucks. Easy. That looks great. All in all, probably with the camera work, this took about half an hour. Very simple installation. Out of a difficulty level of 5, I'd say it was about a 2, not even, maybe a 1. Very simple installation. Anybody can do this at home. Pretty stylish looking door. Nice flexible panels if you hit something on there. Lightweight. It's going to keep that mud off the legs. If I take my wife out for a little run, she's not going to get all dirty. She's going to like that. Maybe want to come out with me a little more often. And when you want to buy these doors, make sure you give Starting Line Products a call, SLP, or any one of their authorized dealers. They'll have them in stock. They'll ship them right out to you. Make sure you stay tuned because we're going to be doing some venting of the clutch housing. We're going to add a clutch kit in there from SLP and some all kinds of little cool toys that they sell, they make just for you so you can have fun with your razor. Thanks for watching me here at PowerModz. I'm Louie.